Healthy.
The worms not suffer so much and hoping that they will become actors. At least having compassion for them, for their suffering. Unnecessary suffering, by the way. Because all of us have the ability to be here. It's what you do to appreciate being here that makes you an individual, that you define yourself with. This is you. This is not your culture. This is what you really are. This is your real calling. This is what somebody else needs you to be. Your country needs more scientists and mathematicians so they can keep up with the digital world. Hey, it's a creative endeavor. Those that succeed the most get that, but don't separate it from this. Right? Choice? No choice. Controlling, in control. Free, slave. Got me? Victim, hero, leader. See the difference? In order to walk into a room and take action, create and shape space, you're a fucking stud. You're a star. It's not easy to do. Walk into a room, be consumed by it, get swallowed up by your own greed, need, ambition, short-sightedness. Okay? Because you don't know the way out. Can't take responsibility. People fail. So many people come here. What's the saying? Many are called, few are chosen. Chosen. Permeate. Hang out here. Your art says, I need to be here. So this is what you rediscover. This is what you redefine. This is why you're here. Down here, you don't need to be there, because society has already defined what it is you're supposed to do. Up here is your art. That's your individual expression. Your perceptions are shared through the skill that you have chosen. Got me? See all these different correlations? Most of you guys are just scratching the surface. You're just doing this. Some of you just peek your heads up. You can do like this. You peek your little heads up, you look around, and then you run back down to your worms and you brag about what you just saw. And you brag and you run your mouths and you go, oh, look what I saw. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. And I'm better than you because I know this and I know that. And I know you're fucking up and you're doing everything wrong. And I see it. I see it. I have a vision. I'm a clairvoyant. I'm a genius. I'm an idiot savant. I see everything.
Idiot savant.
I see everything. And then you walk around down there. You walk around there until you get weak and you get mad and you suffer. You get sick. You fall on your head. It hurts. You go, oh, God, why do I hurt so much? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, all I got to do is do that. And then you wiggle yourself back up to the surface and you go, okay, I'm here. Oh, this feels better. Woo! You pop your head up again. You take a look around. You experience it. And you run back down to your fucking worms. I don't care if your worms are your family or your fucking friends that you call friends, your fellow worm friends.
Take it easy.
But the point is you're not willing to live here. You're not willing to live. You're not willing to take a sacrifice and live here and see who else lives here. And there's not as many people living here, obviously. Most of them are down here. But you got to hang out. You got to live there. It means you give that up. Now you're not really giving it up because what you're doing is you're looking at that differently, from a healthier, different perspective when you hang out up here. All of this down here helps you understand. Your art has to do with serving these people down here and hoping that you can inspire them to be or to be up here. See where we're getting at? All you worm drillers who don't want to make the sacrifices and want to empower yourself with concepts and ideas so you can run down and tell your fellow worms what the fuck's going on. Okay, you're in good company. But to the few that decide to exist within that creative space and to give themselves over to a quality existence, one that every moment of every day brings with it a gift. Why would you want to leave there, people? Why? Because it's unconventional? People don't understand it? How the hell are they supposed to understand it when they're down here living in the dirt? The dirt has different consistencies. You need to exist in the dirt in a certain way in order to survive in the dirt. See what I mean? Up here, it's like air. It's lighter. It's less dense. You need to. It's a different set of principles that you exist in when you're up here, when you're in this creative space. How are they supposed to understand you, and why would you expect them to understand you? Any artist that's been an artist has been misunderstood, all of them. Listen to anybody that says that they are at the top of their echelon. Did they bother to explain how they do it or what they do? No. Why? It's controversial. The audience that enjoys them and pays to go to the movies to see them wouldn't understand. As a matter of fact, they think it's heretical.
It's heretical.
It's blasphemous, or it's sorcery, or it's some fucking weird thing, as opposed to your enlightened birthright. Right? Some people call this spiritual. The doorway, they call it spiritual. It's not, it's natural. If you exist in a natural state long enough, you can become spiritual at some point. Which means you're just an energized human being, as you were intended to be, so that you can increase your level of survival in a difficult world. That's all. Because when you become spiritual, you become what? Intelligent and sensitive and attuned to the environment, and you can predict changes and see things coming and understand how to balance an environment, and this increases your levels of survival. Spiritual is just not to be spiritual, folks. It's to give you a better chance to survive. When the conditions of the world become so tough, only the spiritual ones will thrive in it, because they'll be most attuned to the environment and to themselves. And they'll be able to use a certain level of intelligence that the worms. What do you think when you see these zombie movies? Who are the zombies? The worms. Right? See, they're easy targets. They're disconnected. They're slow. They're starving. They're desperate. They're one-sided. They don't have any ability to change direction, right? Right? And then you got all the guys that somehow aren't zombies yet because they haven't been bitten, and they're just running around having a field day, fucking blowing them away. That's these people up here. They're still alive, very much alive, and they move quicker, but they know they don't want to get bit.